No biscuits.
Mendy still reeling from major fire. Universal Church shares Christmas spirit. And Kumul Petroleum Holdings keen on Papua LNG equity.
A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Wyra. Thank you for your company. Mendy Town is still reeling from a major fire which destroyed a key commercial building, disrupting businesses and daily services.
Mendy Town in the Southern Highlands province is facing serious disruption following a destructive fire that razed the Menduli Limited building. The blaze broke out before sunrise and spread quickly, reducing large commercial structure to ashes within hours. Thick smoke and intense heat forced nearby businesses and residents to evacuate as flames threatened surrounding properties. Community members were first on the scene, forming bucket lines and helping to control the fire before emergency services arrived. Their swift responses helped protect nearby buildings, including Bank South Pacific branch, which remained untouched. The loss of Menduli building has affected several local businesses that operated from the premises. Small traders, food outlets, and service providers have now been left without a workplace, cutting off important services to the town. Church leaders confirmed that the building played a major role in supporting church programs and employment in the Mendy Township. Its destruction expected to impact church operations and income. Local leaders say the fire is a setback for economic activity in the township, especially as businesses were slowly recovering from past challenges. Police have secured the area and confirmed investigations are underway to determine the cause of the fire. Authorities are urging calm as assessments continue and affected businesses owner consider recovery options. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
Comrade Trustee Services Limited Board Chairman highlighted the need to increase its members as Defence Force numbers are always small.
Upon accepting the appointment, Mr. Chopra expressed his appreciation for the board's confidence and reaffirmed his commitment to strengthening CTSL's governance, performance, and long-term value for members of the Papua New Guinea Defence Force.
A very competent board, and I would not take this role if I felt I had an underperforming board. I think we have a very strong performing board. There will always be criticisms, there will always be challenges, but we know where we are doing and what we are doing.
On behalf of the CTSL board, the chairman formally acknowledged the contribution of Her Excellency Michelle Aufa, who concluded a tenure as chair. He noted that the leadership has been instrumental in restoring confidence, strengthening governance, and setting CTSL on a path of sustainable growth.
We have already made significant strides under the leadership of Her Excellency Michelle Haufa, who's now moved across to as an ambassador to Geneva. The improvements that we did over the last year is substantially on governance, compliance, and also the functional and the sustainable financial performance of this fund.
The CTSL board thanked Colonel Fred Aile for his retirement, recognizing his 3 years of dedicated service as a director. The CTSL board were also pleased to welcome 2 newly appointed directors, noting that their appointments will further strengthen the board's capability and reform. Going forward, the newly elected chairman, Mr. Chopra, highlighted CTSL's strategic direction and core pillars.
Have really strengthened on the compliance and governance and the risk matters that we have. First thing we did 2 years ago, was to establish a strategy for ourselves.
The CTSL board are confident in their services and expect another good year in 2026. Isabella Narapal, National EMTV News.
As families celebrate Christmas nationwide, the homeless and street vendors were invited to Gordon's Universal Church and were given food, drinks, clothes, and free grooming services today.
The Universal Church in Port Moresby, through its Unisocial program, organized a special event this Christmas for people living on the streets of Port Moresby. The event saw pastors and church members warmly welcome men, women, and children to Gordon's Universal Church, where they were given food, drinks, clothes, and free grooming services. The Universal Church Bishop Jonathan Pine shared that the church often reaches out to streets and distribute food and drinks to those that are in need.
Unfortunately, as we know, a lot of people, they are out there during this time of the year without food, without the basic things. Whilst people are at home celebrating, eating, enjoying themselves, there are those who are forgotten by their families or forgotten by society. But they are not forgotten by God. And this is what we are sharing with them, that they are not forgotten, that God has not forgotten them.
Bishop Pine expressed that as Christmas approaches, families celebrate while there are people who are in need of food and shelter. And this initiative is to make them feel loved and included in the society.
So the Universal Church, especially now at this time of the year, we intensify our work in helping those who are in need, those who feel forgotten. This past week we went to prison, gave Bibles and also toiletries to those who are in prison, and today we are here distributing food to those who are in need. So we try to do as often as we can.
A church member shared that the Unisocial programs run by the Universal Church help people living on the streets and church members by assisting them with food, clothing, and most of all, the Word of God. The initiative aims to support vulnerable members of the community and show care and spread Christmas spirit during this festive season.
I've always been blessed because I see how the church run the program, and they help so many vendors on the street, and so many church members that they help with food, clothing, and how he preach the Word of God.
Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
During the Unisocial program today, Bishop Jonathan Pine shared the message of salvation. He referred to the Bible, noting that God's love is pure and greater regardless of sins people commit, and there is hope for people to change and give their lives to God and live a good life.
No matter how bad you were, no matter the sins you have committed, the wrongs you have done, God loved you, and He gave His only Son to come to this world to save you and to give you an opportunity to have eternal life. Whether you have done so many wrong things in your life that you feel like you cannot change, it's not true. Anyone can change. As long as you open your heart to the Lord Jesus Christ, there is hope, there is a way, there is a new life waiting for you.
Furthermore, church members shared inspiring life testimonies during the Universal Church Social Program, reflecting on how faith and support from the church have transformed their lives.
A church member, Gloria Soromi, shared that she had been living on the streets, but through her faith in God and the Universal Church outreach programs, her situation began to improve. She is now a church member and is committed to strengthening her faith.
Suffering life, not a good life, and today I'm not living well, I'm sleeping on the street. And I come from the street and come for service, but I have faith and believe and trust in God. So, end of this year and a month going by, and the 31st of December, I will be going to baptize.
Another church member, Kami Polam, also shared similar sentiments.
I was on the street, and thank you for Universal Church. Universal Church found me out there. I was just in that wandering areas there. So Universal came. They made a service with us, street from us. They out there, and They give us an invitation to come to church, at least to observe and see whether it's up to you, your own soul, your own spirit, your own belief, that God may change your life while you are on the street.
Furthermore, another church member testified that he was seriously ill, but was healed by the grace of God. He said this experience strengthened his faith and he is now faithfully serving the church.
And this bottle where me up him, I'm hand by pen. I'm gonna join me over lo all that we come sem. I make my heart lo over. I'm gonna body limbs a pain. So God them heal me finish. Now make an over on the mountain. I walk on up in my container. On Sunday, I'm gonna body them. God them heal me finish.
Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Do stay with us on National EMTV News. We'll be back with more stories after the break.
With Telecom with our Big Pella Christmas giveaway. There's 5,000 Kina up for grabs for 20 lucky winners. There will be 5 winners across each region. There are also weekly prizes of 1,000 Kina for 20 weekly winners drawn over 5 weeks. To enter, recharge 20 Kina or more on selected more bundles and Good Pella Data plans or get 50 Kina or more of Get Power. Major prize drawn December 23rd. Terms and conditions apply. Telecom, the feel-good network.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum!
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
As a kid growing up, I really wish to know who was that.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Join me once again tonight at 7 p.m. for more Christmas cheer and music entertainment on Television Christmas.
A bottle of wine will do. We shall like him or son Labonian.
Special that everyone get together, family get together.
Nothing like a festive season surrounded by the wonderful magic of Christmas. Join us tonight on Television Christmas, right here on EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Road sealing works along the Area Kaifa village in the Ungai Bena district of Eastern Highlands province has commenced. This is according to Ungai Bena district member Keno Kafeo.
Minister for Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology and member for Ungai Bena, Honorable Kino Kafeo, has announced the commencement of road sealing works along the Area Kaifa to Koyando corridor in the Ungai Rural LLG. This marks an important milestone in improving connectivity in the district. The project is delivered by Attitude Holdings Limited with subcontractor China Wei. Minister Feo in a press statement emphasized that improved road infrastructure is critical to economic growth, access to services, and improved livelihoods for rural communities. He called on all villages along the project corridor to fully cooperate with the contractor to ensure the works progress smoothly, efficiently, and on schedule. The Arika-Yufa Koyando Road upgrade is expected to improve access for farmers, students, and communities across the district. Pakatambo, National EMTV News.
Western Provincial Administration has announced a festive season liquor ban aimed at maintaining peace, safety, and harmony across the province.
The Western Provincial Administration has issued a circular announcing a total liquor ban across Western Province during the festive season and the New Year holidays. The decision was made by the Provincial Liquor Ban Licensing Board to help maintain peace, harmony, and public safety during this busy period. The liquor ban will take effect on Monday, the 22nd of December 2025, and will remain in place until Monday, the 5th of January 2026. Under the ban, all liquor license holders are restricted from selling any form of alcohol during the stated period. This includes takeaway bottle shops, canteens, storekeeper licenses, bottle shops, retailers, supermarkets, wholesalers, distributors, and dealers. However, liquor sales will be allowed only with meals at licensed hotels, restaurants, guest houses, and lodges. Even at these approved locations, strict conditions apply. Management must formally request approval from the chairman of Provincial Liquor Licensing Committee or the Provincial Police Commander. The request must be made in writing and clearly state the reason for the sale, the occasion, dates, times, and expected number of participants. The Liquor Licensing Board has strongly advised the general public and business operators to comply with the ban, as enforced under Section 82 of Subsection 2 of the Western Province Liquor Licensing Commission Act. Authorities say cooperation from everyone will ensure a safe and peaceful festive season. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
National leaders have gathered in Teleforming today to honor the late Works and Highways Minister and District Member Solan Mirsim, remembering his leadership and commitment to connecting rural Papua New Guinea.
National leaders converged in Teleforming today to pay tribute to the late Minister for Works and Highways, Honorable Solan Mirsim. Prime Minister James Marape arrived in Teleforming from Tabubil in a convoy, leading a high-level delegation to honor the late minister's life and service to the nation. The Prime Minister was joined by member for Minyamia, Solen Loifa, Middlefly MP, Maso Ewabi, Western Province Governor Taboy Awiyoto, and former Works Secretary David Were. They were formally welcomed by Sundown Province Governor Tony Wowo, who said leaders present showed national respect for Honorable Mirsim and his contributions to Papua New Guinea. In tribute speeches, leaders described Honorable Mirsim as humble, determined, and deeply committed to serving his people, especially those in remote areas. Former Works Secretary David Were said Honorable Mirsim refused to accept limits even when terrain and engineering challenges stood in the way. Member for Minyamia, Solen Loifa, thanked the people of Teleforming and Sundown for producing a leader who served the whole country. Middlefly MP Maso Ewabi described the late minister as man with a big heart who worked hard to connect the unconnected. Western Province Governor Taboy Awiyoto expressed sorrow and proposed naming the Western Province Vanimo Road Corridor the Solan Mirsim Highway. Prime Minister James Marape said Honorable Mirisim's work under the Connect PNG program will continue. He said the late minister's legacy will live on through roads, schools, and improved services for rural communities. Honorable Solan Mirsim is remembered as leader who put people first and served the nation with vision and dedication. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
The Mauberema Conservation Group has successfully concluded its 6th Agriculture and Cultural Show at Dinima Primary School in the Tabar local level government area of Sinisina Yongomul District, Jimbo Province.
The annual 3-day event held from December 17 to 19 attracted large crowds from the Tabara and Chuave districts, highlighting strong community support for agriculture,
culture and environmental conservation. The show provided a platform for farmers, cultural groups and youths to showcase local produce, traditional practices and conservational efforts. Speaking during the event, Ms. Bethany Alex of the Mauberema Conservation Group emphasized the importance of protecting agriculture, culture and environment. She said conservation plays a key role in sustaining people's livelihoods while preserving cultural identity and strengthening traditional values for future generations. Mauberema Conservation Director Moses Carey said the show aims to conserve the Mauberema forest, preserve cultural heritage and promote sustainable livelihoods through agriculture. He noted that the initiative continues to bring economic benefits to local communities by creating opportunities for small-scale farmers and artisans. However, Mr. Carey raised concerns over the lack of major sponsor for the event and called on corporate organizations and development partners to come on board and support the show in future. Organizers also used the occasion to encourage young people to take an active role in conservation, agriculture and cultural programs, stressing that their involvement is vital for safeguarding the environment. Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
Siblings Jonathan and Carrie-Ann Illa have received new wheelchairs to support their daily mobility movement, bringing relief and renewed hope to their family.
Both siblings were born with muscular dystrophy, a progressive condition with no cure that gradually weakens the muscles until movement is no longer possible. Jonathan, 31, stopped walking at the age of 8 in 2002, while Carrie-Ann lost the ability to walk in 2019 at just 10 years old. The new wheelchairs have come as a significant blessing for the brother and sister. Their father, Kenneth Illa, became emotional during the presentation, saying the donation was timely as his children had been sharing the same wheelchairs for nearly 6 years. He expressed gratitude for the support, noting the challenges the family has faced over the years. The wheelchairs were donated through a joint effort by the Le Huon Gulf Rotary Club and New Guinea. The initiative was requested by the late former New Guinea lay manageress, Mrs. Hano Garo, who sought the support specifically to improve the siblings' mobility and daily activities. Sadly, Mrs. Garo passed away earlier this year while undergoing chemotherapy for breast cancer. Representing New Guinea at the presentation was Gail Tuluo Namalu, a close friend of the late Mrs. Garo, who said the airline was honored to fulfill a request. Rotary Club Public Image Chairperson Michelle Javier said the wheelchair donation drive aims to give hope to the most in need, especially during the season of Thanksgiving. Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
With our Big Pella Christmas giveaway. There's 5,000 kina up for grabs for 20 lucky winners. There will be 5 winners across each region. There are also weekly prizes of 1,000 kina for 20 weekly winners drawn over 5 weeks. To enter, recharge 20 kina or more on selected more bundles in Good Pella Data plans or get 50 kina or more of Get Power. Major prize drawn December 23rd. Terms and conditions apply. Telecom, the feel-good network.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic,
and diverse logistics company. Totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
On the go and need a quick update? Talk to Tisa Bank. No logging, no typing, just your voice.
Hey Siri, what's my balance?
Your balance is 2,578 kina.
Activate voice banking in 3 simple steps. 1. Update your Tisa Bank mobile app to the latest version. 2. Set up Siri on your iPhone if not already enabled. 3. Start voice banking with Tisa. Tisa Bank. Banking on change.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
He further explained the matter, saying it is to make sure the people of Morobe know the difference.
One way is educating our public.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
As a kid growing up, I really wish to know, who was that?
These are a few of my favorite things.
Join me once again tonight at 7 p.m. for more Christmas cheer and music entertainment on Television Christmas.
A bottle of wine will do. We should like him son Labonian.
Emelo e wala. Special that everyone get together, family get together.
Nothing like a festive season surrounded by the wonderful magic of Christmas. Join us tonight on Television Christmas, right here on EMTV.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
You're watching National EMTV News. Following the recent announcement that the PNG LNG had accelerated the final repayment, Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited, who is a key partner in the project, see this as a strategic gain.
KPHL has a 19.4% interest in the PNG LNG project and had accelerated the final repayment under the project's finance facility, bringing it to a close earlier than expected. KPHL Chairman Gerea Aopi said this is a great achievement for PNG LNG project and good news for Kumul Petroleum. He said KPHL's increased income from PNG LNG will strategically flow into assisting the company put together the necessary finance for PNG to take up its mandated 22.5% equity in the forthcoming Papua LNG project, especially during its 4 to 5 year construction period. Chairman Aopi noted that KPHL continued to support the government, having recently paid 400 million kina in dividends to Treasury as well as supporting impacted landowners and provincial governments through its ongoing vendor financing of KEO beneficiaries. He noted that the Papua LNG project is a once-in-a-generation transformational project whose economic, fiscal and social benefits could only be fully realized if PNG maintained a significant equity position. Pakatambu National EMTV News.
Son of the late governor for Morobe Province, Luther Akisawe Wenge, Matthew Wenge, has shared his view on the governor's seat, saying that there should be a by-election for the Morobe provincial seat.
Matthew Wenge, a lawyer by profession, aired his view in a press conference in Leh recently, says under Section 106 of the Constitution, the Morobe governor's seat is still vacant. Wenge stated that Papua New Guinea's supreme law under the Constitution, the current Morobe governor only seeks election in the Provincial House of Assembly, which is the Tutumeng House. He says this is where the two organic law comes in. Organic law on the provincial government and local level government, Section 17, and organic law on the national government and the LLG election, Section 25.
Appointment law, Honorable Paita, is two separate constitutional offices, not one. There's a provincial governor, which assembly been appointing when there's a vacancy. Now Honorable Paita is in, and that is guided by the organic law of provincial government and local level government. And that position doesn't exit out of the boundary of the province. And then we have the position of the member of parliament representing the electorate of Morobe. That's in parliament.
He further explained the matter, saying it is to make sure the people of Morobe know the difference.
One way of educating our public and also to remind our good government.
Wenge says there are confusions as he stresses on the laws surrounding the conduct of by-election and the time frames given.
By law, it's 12 months before the expiry of the 5th anniversary, and the 5th anniversary is August 2027. So now we are in December 2025. We still have sufficient time before the legal timeline expires.
He says there may be financial issues hindering the conduct of by-election, and that will be breach of constitution.
It's the law that is demanding us to do it. If we give excuse of money or whatever reasons, then we are using other reasons to breach the law.
Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
People's Republic of China's Executive Vice Foreign Minister Mao Zhaozhou has met with diplomatic envoys of the Pacific Island countries to China. Papua New Guinea's ambassador to China, Dr. Thaddeus Kamani, also attended the meeting.
Earlier in the week in Beijing, China's Executive Vice Foreign Minister Ma Jiangshu held a group meeting with diplomatic representatives to China from Papua New Guinea, Tonga, Kiribati, Samoa, Vanuatu, Solomon Islands, Fiji, the Federated States of Micronesia, and Nauru, as well as representatives from the Pacific Islands Forum. PNG Ambassador to China, Dr. Thaddeus Kamani, was among the group of Pacific Island envoys at the meeting. Vice Minister Ma noted that the past year had witnessed fruitful outcomes in China-Pacific Island countries' relations. He said China stands ready to work with Pacific Island countries to jointly implement the 4 global initiatives proposed by President Xi Jinping, advance high-quality Belt and Road cooperation, and work together to build a China-PIC's community with a shared future. The Pacific Islands diplomatic envoys expressed gratitude for China's long-standing support to the sustainable developments of PICs. They fully agreed with the 4 global initiatives proposed by President Xi Jinping and said that the PICs will firmly adhere to the One China principle and deepen cooperations with China to advance the development of China-PIC's comprehensive strategic partnership. Pakatambo National EMTV News.
Moving to overseas news, in a show of unity, hundreds of swimmers and surfers have paddled out at Bondi Beach to pay tribute to the victims of Sunday's terrorist attack.
They formed a giant ring off the north side of Bondi before holding a minute's silence for the victims. Surf lifesavers from the city's eastern beaches joined locals and well-wishers to show solidarity with the Australian Jewish community.
Yeah, a really beautiful moment. It was obviously important for many people in this community to come out today at first light, essentially, and put on that beautiful display. The organiser said he wanted to show the Jewish community that they were part of the fabric of Australia. And he also wanted people here who were hurting to have a chance to come together. And he said if they wanted to scream or yell, then that was just fine as well, part of the healing process. And it feels as though that event, as well as the opening up of the crime scene just up ahead of me, which happened yesterday, has kind of been a circuit breaker here. Things really starting to feel like they are returning a little to normal. That's notwithstanding this concerning news about the arrest of this group of men that you've been reporting. And news that Bondi may have been a potential location for them. Talking to a couple of people here today, they say, of course, that news is filtering through. That news is on their mind. A local rabbi told me, he's put it out on his groups to people saying, take care. But as you can see here, Mel, people are really starting to come out again and enjoy what Bondi is all about. We spoke a little earlier to one of those who took part in that paddle out.
I feel like I've always struggled kind of in going into big groups or like very big crowds. So I know I anyway don't like this at all, but I think, and yeah, it took me a while. Like I only got down here with others, like I couldn't do it on my own. But I think we shouldn't be afraid. We shouldn't let the fear steer us. It felt insane, like the energy out there, like when everybody started cheering and just splashing the water. It just really brought a lot of emotions, but like for once, like the positive ones, and just showing that this is part of who we are. And like, yeah, it just felt incredible to be out there.
A lot of positivity there. I've also seen a couple of kids just on their own here, a sign that families are feeling safer for the moment at least. But also people still literally picking up the pieces of this attack. Excuse me, we just talked to a man who said he was here with his young grandson, and he's actually on his way to the police station to try and pick up the belongings, the pram they left behind as they ran away from this attack. So again, still a lot going on here, still a very active scene.
Meanwhile, a group of 7 men were arrested by heavily armed police in Sydney southwest yesterday. They were alleged to be having extremist Islamic ideology and may have been en route to Bondi.
New South Wales Police believe all 7 men travelled in convoy in 2 separate vehicles from Victoria. All 7 of those men known to Victorian authorities. Now, that dramatic arrest that occurred yesterday in Liverpool in Sydney's southwest yesterday afternoon involved officers from the Tactical Operations Unit here in New South Wales. They were heavily armed, they were camouflaged. What we understand is that those 2 vehicles were intercepted. The first was intercepted at an intersection on George Street in Liverpool. We understand that Tactical Operations officers actually rammed that particular vehicle with the Land Cruiser that they were travelling in. They leapt out of the car with weapons raised and arrested 5 men in one particular vehicle, and a short time later, 2 streets away, a second silver hatchback was intercepted by New South Wales Police, and an additional 2 men were then taken into custody. Very dramatic vision that we've seen from that arrest. In some of that vision, you can see a number of those men lined up against the street. They were handcuffed with zip ties, and in some of the footage, you can see some of those men did sustain injuries, although it's unclear whether those injuries occurred in the process of that arrest. As you were saying, New South Wales Police currently looking at the possibility that Bondi Beach could have been one of the potential destinations that convoy of vehicles were travelling in. We understand that a knife was seized in a subsequent search of those vehicles. Now, New South Wales Police do say that they believe that there was a potential commonality in ideological thinking between that convoy of 7 men and the 2 alleged shooters for Sunday's Bondi terror attack. Let's take a quick listen to what the Deputy Commissioner of the New South Wales Police had to tell us a little bit earlier.
We have some indication that Bondi was one of the locations they may be visiting yesterday, but I with no specific intent in mind or proven at this stage. However, we don't have definitive links between the individuals who committed these atrocities on Sunday and these yesterday, apart from potential commonality in some thinking, but no associations at this stage.
Commonality in ideological thinking?
Correct.
So New South Wales Police, they're establishing, they do believe there was a commonality in ideological thinking, but they've stopped short of finding any definitive link between that convoy of 7 men dramatically arrested yesterday in Liverpool and Sunday's terror attack here at Bondi.
Venezuelan officials have reportedly authorized 2 large crude oil tankers to set sail for China, despite the Trump administration's blockade of the shipments.
Venezuela's government has denounced Donald Trump's order that affects oil tankers entering and leaving the South American nation. Tension has been steadily mounting between the two countries as the US continues to conduct deadly strikes on boats off of Venezuela's waters while forging a colossal military buildup around its parameters.
Mr. President, will you be seeking any authorization from Congress for any land attacks on cartels in Venezuela?
For any what?
For any land attacks on drug cartels in Venezuela?
I wouldn't mind telling them, but it's not a big deal. I don't have to tell them; it's been proven. But I wouldn't mind at all. I just hope they wouldn't leak it. You have people leak it. They are politicians, and they leak like a sieve. But I'd have no problem doing that.
You're watching National EMTV News. Coming up next, we have Truka Sports with all your sporting updates. Stay with us.
It's the season to win big with Telecom with our Big Pella Christmas giveaway. There's 5,000 Kina up for grabs for 20 lucky winners. There will be 5 winners across each region. There are also weekly prizes of 1,000 Kina for 20 weekly winners drawn over 5 weeks. To enter, recharge 20 Kina or more on selected more bundles and Good Pella Data plans or get 50 Kina or more of Get Power. Major prize drawn December 23rd. Terms and conditions apply. Telecom, the feel-good network.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
As a kid growing up, I really wish to know who was that.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Join me once again tonight at 7 p.m. for more Christmas cheer and music entertainment on Television Christmas.
That's a bottle of wine will do. We should like him son Labonian.
Special that everyone get together, family get together.
Nothing like a festive season surrounded by the wonderful magic of Christmas. Join us tonight on Television Christmas, right here on EMTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Truka Sports. The 2025 National Football Club Championships concluded today in Lae on a high note.
The Papua New Guinea Football Association Academy outside Ley City in 11 Mile came alive for the week-long club championship that concluded today. In the women's pool, Rainy Ley took home the top prize after beating Tuspa Blue Kumuls 3-1, while Pascal denied Sobo 2-1 to claim the men's title. Kicking off with the women's division's grand final between Rainy Ley FC and Tuspa Blue Kumuls, the home side dominated the opening of the match with 3-0 as they hold Tuspa off their danger zone into the half-time. Tuspa returned with the fighting spirit in the second stanza, putting 2 goals behind the net to close up against Rainy Ley. However, the clock ran out on them as Rainy Ley took home the 2025 title. Building on the excitement, the men's division title decider kept the spectators on their toes for the whole of the match. The first half of the grand final showdown saw the two teams laying out all they got on the pitch only to retreat goalless into the break. It was until Pascal's strike power, David Tita, who broke the drought to put his side on the scoreboard. The goal was further extended by Joel Iha as they leaned towards lifting the title. The 2 points lead did not write out Sobo. This saw the club's effort got rewarded when Solomon Kamake closed the goal margin. The 2 points lead did not write out Sobo. This saw the club's effort got rewarded when Solomon Kamake closed the goal margin, keeping Sobo's hope alive with just a goal difference. However, they failed to capitalize on their chances that left them heartbroken as Pascal clinched onto the title with 2-1 at full time. Charlie Dumavi, Chukai Sports.
A volleyball off-season competition in Coney in Port Moresby is uniting the surrounding communities as they head into the festive season.
The tournament coordinator, Shane Ahi, says the event is uniting the surrounding communities in a spirit of togetherness as they head into the Christmas and New Year period. The all-women's division tournament is backed by the Mosby South electorate member, Justin Chachenko.
I'm all young girl mama, all single mama, young girl Mary, all take part in this like game. Basically this law. Keep them all stop healthy, have him healthy life, live him good life, bring him unity within Mosby South community.
He says Chachenko allocated funds for the event to take place.
Basically, this is a volleyball comp sponsored by our action member, Honorable Justin Chachenko, member of the Mosby South, the Foreign Affairs Minister.
There are 14 teams from around the Ward 2 area of the electorate competing, and the prize are as follows.
Basically, 14 plus teams are going to participate inside this JT off-season competition. Currently, member Blimi Power Mipla lo 10,000 first prize, now 5,000 kina second prize.
He says the competition will run until January next year, and it is all about providing an avenue for the people to come together and get to know each other.
Start lo late October, late November, late November, and now we start lo namel lo competition now, and we will finish lo mid-January, probably 11 or 20 number.
Charlie Dumavi, Chukai Sports.
The JT Festive Season Games kicked off rugby league matches at the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium in Port Moresby.
The Festive Season Rugby League competition has received strong backing from the member for Port Moresby South electorate and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Honorable Justin Chachenko. This support has helped ensure the games go smoothly, providing a platform for young players to showcase their talent during the festive period. Speaking in an interview, Games Coordinator Joseph Kaula highlighted the importance of the JT Festive Season Games to the community.
We are dividing teams going to the 4 pools. After that, after 3 normal games, we are going to the finals. Grand final finishing the 2nd to 3rd week of January. So basically, this tournament is proudly sponsored. Competition is proudly sponsored by our local member, Honorable Justin Chachenko, and also the Minister for Foreign Affairs.
Kaula stressed the strong involvement of youth from the Port Moresby South electorate, saying many teams are made up of young players from the surrounding communities.
This year off-season is sponsoring total package of 100,000. He divide him go prizes lo all Mary lo volleyball game, now all men's lo rugby league.
He said the competition plays an important role in keeping youths busy, active and focused during the festive season.
Sports is one activity where the United Mulman now all people together. So maybe this is the sports as a unity amongst the community where we come together and celebrating all the game. So maybe privilege lo member local member officially kick off in rugby league game today.
Kaula further stated that securing a venue has been a challenge. However, with the support from the local member, hosting the games at the Seyubet Mari Stadium has been a great relief.
Alpi Mikalo member, I'm securing Seyubet Mari Stadium. Seyubet Mari Stadium, one of the facilities where recently all built, one time all NFS, Tongai Stadium, but for off-season competition, you go na you use all stadium and costly, but through the member Mibla and supporting Mibla, I'm like more people blame play venue and Mibla must through.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
We'll be back with more of Truka Sports after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab for dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
The all-new GWM Power has the best-in-class pulling power. Book a test drive today and hop into Broco Motors for a spin.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Truka Sports. Moving to overseas sports, and in cricket, England is well behind Australia, heading into day 3 of the third Ashes cricket test at Adelaide Oval.
Yesterday, Australia's returning stars put the home side in a commanding position in sweltering conditions, but the decision review system once again in the spotlight following a technology error on day 1.
The Snicko in the spotlight again. Australia the beneficiaries late in the day as Jamie Smith was given his marching orders after another contentious review.
Well, it's a decision that's going to be spoken about and written about for a long while.
After Alex Carey was given not out due to a technology error yesterday, the review system was kept busy again. Joe Root surviving a close call early in play, the technology once again causing confusion. Australia's tail end opened play on day 2, Mitchell Stark racing to another half-century.
It's back-to-back 50s.
Jofra Archer with a 5-wicket haul, Australia all out for 371. England sent in to face the heat, Australia's skipper with an early breakthrough.
And he gets his first wicket of the Ashes!
After being left out in Brisbane, Nathan Lyon struck twice in his first over, reaching 564 wickets and passing Glenn McGrath, whose reaction was a highlight in the stands. Lyon now Australia's second highest Test wicket taker, behind only the late Shane Warne. Joe Root fell after lunch as Cummins grabbed his second, England's top order crumbling once again. Ben Stokes and Harry Brook digging in as the temperature soared to 39 degrees. A change in the attack providing a spark, Cameron Green with a late strike before tea.
Only took him a couple of deliveries!
Scott Boland found some form in the third session with 2 wickets in 2 overs. The tourists 8 wickets down and on their knees ahead of day 3.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
With Telecom with our Big Pella Christmas giveaway. There's 5,000 kina up for grabs for 20 lucky winners. There will be 5 winners across each region. There are also weekly prizes of 1,000 kina for 20 weekly winners drawn over 5 weeks. To enter, recharge 20 kina or more on selected more bundles and Good Pella data plans or get 50 kina or more of Get Power. Major prize drawn December 23rd. Terms and conditions apply. Telecom, the feel-good net.
The all-new, powerful GWM Power. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
As a kid growing up, I really wish to know who was that.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Join me once again tonight at 7 p.m. for more Christmas cheer and music entertainment on Television Christmas.
That's a bottle of wine. We should like him was son Labonian.
Special that everyone get together, family get together.
Nothing like a festive season surrounded by the wonderful magic of Christmas. Join us tonight on Television Christmas, right here on EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With more
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Pobondeta, partly cloudy to tonight, with rain showers and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
Well, that was the news, sports and weather for Saturday, the 20th of December, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.